2025-26 Union Budget Breakdown, a quick overview of the key provisions. Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today we are looking into one of the most anticipated events of the year, the Union Budget for 2025-26 presented by Finance Minister. In this video, we will break down the key highlights from Part A of the budget, focusing on the government's vision for economic growth, development initiatives, and social welfare measures. From ambitious plans to boost agriculture and support MSMEs to significant investments in infrastructure and education, this budget aims to set the stage for a resilient and inclusive economy. So whether you are a student, a business owner, or simply curious about how this budget will impact you and the nation, stay tuned as we unpack all the curious details and what they mean for India's future. Economic overview of the Union Budget 2025-26. Growth projections. The Union Budget for 2025-26 has set an ambitious nominal GDP growth target of 10.1%, slightly above the 9.7% achieved in the previous fiscal year FY25. This projection comes after a disappointing growth performance where the economy fell short of expectations, with real GDP growth dropping to 5.4% in the September quarter of FY25, marking a near two-year low. The government aims to address these issues by emphasizing structural reforms and boosting domestic demand to achieve sustainable growth rates necessary for long-term development goals, including the vision of a developed India by 2047. Fiscal deficit targets. For FY26, the fiscal deficit is estimated at 4.4% of the GDP, a reduction from the revised estimate of 4.8% for FY25. This target aligns with the government's broader fiscal consolidation strategy, which aims to maintain fiscal discipline while supporting necessary public investments. The government plans to finance this fiscal deficit through net market borrowings and other sources, reflecting ongoing efforts to manage public finances effectively amidst economic uncertainties. Maintaining a manageable fiscal deficit is crucial for sustaining investor confidence and ensuring that resources are available for critical sectors such as infrastructure, agriculture, and social welfare initiatives. The government's commitment to reducing the debt to GDP ratio further underscores its focus on fiscal responsibility as a means to foster economic resilience. Key development engines of the Union Budget 2025-26. Agriculture initiatives. The Union Budget 2025-26 outlines several significant initiatives aimed at enhancing agricultural productivity and self-sufficiency. A cornerstone of this effort is Pradhan Mantri Dhan Dhanya Krishi Yojana, which targets 100 low agricultural productivity districts and aims to benefit approximately 1.7 crore farmers. This program will focus on improving irrigation and post-harvest storage facilities and facilitating credit access to ensure sustainable agricultural practices. To support self-sufficiency in pulses, the government has launched a 6-year mission for Atmanirbharta in pulses, specifically targeting Tur, Arhar, Urad, and Masoor. The initiative includes an allocation of Rs 1,000 crore for this mission, with central agencies like NAFED and NCCF set to procure these pulses from farmers over the next 4 years. This procurement strategy aims to provide farmers with guaranteed remunerative prices, thereby stabilizing their income and encouraging increased cultivation. Additionally, a new Makhana board will be established in Bihar to enhance the production, processing, and value addition of Makhana. This board will provide training and support to Makhana farmers, ensuring they benefit from various government schemes. The overall allocation for the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers' Welfare has increased to Rs 1.37 lakh crore, up from Rs 1.32 lakh crore in the previous budget, reflecting the government's commitment to bolstering the agriculture sector. Although the fertilizer subsidy for 2025-26 is Rs 1.67 lakh crore, down from Rs 1.71 lakh crore in 2024-25, reflecting a 2.34% decrease year over year as the government manages subsidy spending while supporting agriculture. MSMEs, micro, small and medium enterprises. The budget also emphasizes strategies to strengthen the contributions of MSMEs to the economy. Recognizing their critical role in job creation and economic growth, the government has proposed several measures aimed at enhancing access to finance and fostering innovation within this sector. One of the key initiatives includes increasing the loan limit under the Modified Interest Subvention Scheme MISS from Rs 3 lakh to 5 lakh for farmers engaged in agriculture and allied activities. This change is expected to facilitate greater credit flow to approximately 7.7 crore farmers, enabling them to invest more effectively in their enterprises. Moreover, the government plans to integrate technology into MSME operations by promoting digital platforms that connect small businesses with large markets. The government also increased the turnover limits for MSMEs. For micro enterprises, it was raised from Rs 5 crore to Rs 10 crore, for small enterprises from Rs 50 crore to Rs 100 crore, and for medium enterprises from Rs 250 crore to Rs 500 crore. These changes allow more businesses to benefit from MSME schemes, helping them scale, access credit, and compete better in the market, ultimately boosting the sector's growth. This initiative aims to enhance competitiveness and efficiency within the sector while also addressing challenges such as underemployment and skill gaps. Overall, these measures reflect a comprehensive approach to nurturing both agriculture and MSMEs as vital engines of India's economic development, ensuring that they are well equipped to contribute significantly to national growth in the coming years. Expenditure highlights of the Union Budget 2025-26. Total expenditure. The Union Budget for 2025-26 proposes a total expenditure of Rs 50.65 lakh crore, marking an increase of 7.4% over the revised estimates of Rs 47.16 lakh crore for the previous fiscal year FY25. This increase is attributed to several factors, including rising interest payments on market loans and enhanced allocations for defense and employment generation schemes. The budget allocates Rs 16.29 lakh crore for central sector schemes, up from Rs 15.13 lakh crore in FY25, and earmarks Rs 5.41 lakh crore for centrally sponsored schemes compared to Rs 4.15 lakh crore in the prior year. Additionally, the total resources being transferred to states, including devolution of state share, grants, loans, and releases under centrally sponsored schemes, are projected to be Rs 25.1 lakh crore, reflecting a significant rise of Rs 4.91 lakh crore over actuals from FY24. Capital expenditure focus. The budget places a strong emphasis on capital expenditure, proposing a total of Rs 11.22 lakh crore for FY26. This is part of a broader strategy to enhance infrastructure development across the country. The effective capital expenditure, which includes additional allocations for various projects, is projected at Rs 15.48 lakh crore. Key areas of focus within capital expenditure include infrastructure development. Significant investments are planned in roadways, railways, and urban infrastructure to facilitate economic growth. Defense spending. Increased allocations are made to strengthen defense capabilities and procurement of advanced equipments. Social sector investments. The budget also prioritizes health and education infrastructure to improve access and quality. This robust capital expenditure plan aims to stimulate economic activity, create jobs, and lay the groundwork for sustainable development in line with the government's vision of a Viksit Bharat, Developed India by 2047. By focusing on these critical areas, the Union Budget seeks to drive growth while ensuring that development reaches all segments of society. Sectoral reforms in the Union Budget 2025-26. Financial sector reforms. The Union Budget 2025-26 introduces several key reforms aimed at enhancing financial stability and improving access to credit. A significant highlight is the increase in the foreign direct investment FDI limit for the insurance sector from 74% to 100%. This change is designed to attract more foreign capital, provided that these companies invest the entire premium in India. thereby boosting domestic insurance capacity and competition. To further enhance credit availability, the budget proposes an increase in the credit guarantee cover for micro and small enterprises MSEs from rupees 5 crore to rupees 10 crore, which is expected to generate an additional rupees 1.5 lakh crore in credit over the next 5 years. For startups, the guarantee fee will rise from rupees 10 crore to rupees 20 crore with a moderated guarantee fee of just 1% for loans in 27 focus sectors critical for Atmanirbhar Bharat. Additionally, a new Grameen credit score framework will be developed by public sector banks to facilitate access to formal credit for self-help group members and rural borrowers. The revamped central KYC registry will also be rolled out in 2025, simplifying the Know Your Customer process across financial institutions. These reforms are part of a broader strategy under the Financial Stability and Development Council to evaluate current financial regulations and enhance their responsiveness, ultimately fostering a more robust financial ecosystem. Urban development initiatives. In terms of urban development, the budget allocates rupees 1 trillion to establish an urban challenge fund aimed at implementing transformative proposals for cities as growth hubs. This fund will finance up to 25% of the cost of bankable projects with the stipulation that at least 50% of the project cost is funded through bonds, bank loans, and public private partnerships. An initial allocation of rupees 10,000 crore is proposed for FY26 to kickstart these initiatives. The government's plans include enhancing urban infrastructure through projects focused on water supply, sanitation, and smart city development. These initiatives are designed to improve living standards and create sustainable urban environments that can accommodate India's growing urban population. Overall, these sectoral reforms reflects a comprehensive approach to strengthening both the financial sector and urban infrastructure, ensuring that they play pivotal roles in driving economic growth and improving quality of life across India. Social welfare measures in the Union Budget 2025-26. Employment generation. The Union Budget 2025-26 emphasizes significant initiatives aimed at boosting employment opportunities across various sectors. A key highlight is the establishment of 5 National Centers of Excellence for Skilling, which will focus on enhancing vocational training and aligning skills with industry needs. This initiative is part of a broader strategy to create a future-ready workforce capable of meeting the demands of emerging sectors. Additionally, the budget allocates rupees 10,000 crore for a new fund of funds for startups aimed at fostering entrepreneurship and innovation. This fund is expected to catalyze job creation by supporting new ventures and expanding existing businesses, particularly in labor-intensive industries such as footwear, leather, toys, and tourism. The focus product scheme introduced for footwear and leather industries is projected to generate approximately 2.2 million jobs and achieve a turnover of rupees 4 lakh crore. Moreover, the government plans to implement a scheme for the socio-economic upliftment of urban workers, which will help improve their incomes and ensure sustainable livelihoods. Recognizing the contributions of gig workers, measures will be taken to provide them with identity cards and access to healthcare under the PM Jan Arogya Yojana, benefiting nearly 1 crore gig workers. Education funding. In terms of education funding, the Union Budget has significantly increased allocations to enhance education infrastructure and access, particularly in rural areas. A notable allocation of rupees 500 crore is designed for establishing a Center of Excellence in Artificial Intelligence for Education, which aims to integrate technology into learning processes and improve educational outcomes. The budget also proposes adding 10,000 additional seats in medical colleges over the next year, contributing to a total increase of 75,000 seats in medical education over 5 years. This expansion aims to address the growing demand for healthcare professionals while enhancing the quality of medical education in India. Furthermore, initiatives such as the establishment of 50,000 Atal Tinkering Labs in schools, and improved broadband connectivity in government institutions are set to democratize access to innovation and quality education. These efforts are expected to ensure that every child, regardless of their background, has opportunities for skill development and learning. These social welfare measures reflect a comprehensive approach to enhance employment opportunities and educational access, ultimately contributing to India's socio-economic development and progress towards an inclusive society. Public-private partnerships in the Union Budget 2025-26. Investment incentives. The Union Budget 2025-26 places a strong emphasis on encouraging private investments through public-private partnerships (PPPs) across various sectors. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman highlighted the government's commitment to leveraging private sector expertise and capital to enhance infrastructure development, particularly in housing and power. A significant initiative is the establishment of an Urban Challenge Fund with a proposed allocation of 1 trillion. This fund aims to finance up to 25% of the cost of bankable urban projects, with at least 50% of the funding sourced from bonds, bank loans, and PPPs. An initial allocation of Rs 10,000 crore is set for FY26 to kickstart this initiative, which focuses on transforming cities into growth hubs and enhancing urban infrastructure related to water and sanitation. Additionally, the budget mandates that infrastructure ministries compile a 3-year pipeline of projects suitable for implementation through the PPP model. States are encouraged to develop their own proposals with support from the India Infrastructure Project Development Fund (IIPDF). This approach is designed to streamline project development and attract private investment into critical infrastructure sectors. The budget also outlines plans for a second phase of the asset monetization plan, aiming to reinvest Rs 10 lakh crore into new projects by monetizing existing government assets. This strategy is expected to enhance capital flows into infrastructure development while reducing the burden on public finances. Furthermore, the government plans to amend existing laws such as the Atomic Energy Act to facilitate private sector participation in the nuclear energy sector, aiming for the development of at least 100 GW of nuclear energy by 2047. This amendment is crucial for attracting foreign investment and expertise in a historically guarded sector. Overall, these measures reflect a comprehensive strategy to invigorate private sector participation in India's growth story, ensuring that both public and private entities collaborate effectively to address infrastructure challenges. That's all for today. As we wrap up our discussion on the Union Budget 2025-26, it is clear that this budget holds significant promise for India's economic landscape. With a strong focus on growth, infrastructure development, and social welfare, the government is taking bold steps to ensure a brighter future for all citizens. From enhancing agricultural productivity and supporting MSMEs to investing in education and urban development, the initiatives outlined in this budget are designed to create jobs and foster inclusive growth. This emphasis on public private partnerships also signals a commitment to leveraging private sector expertise and resources for national development. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more updates on economic policies and their implications. We look forward to your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about the budget's initiatives? Until next time, stay informed and engaged.